My friends, I'm back in the shop after my whirlwind tour of Ohio to see my grandsons, and that turned out pretty good. I've got video clips for you, I've got news for you today, I've got some status, and I've got some gifts to tell you about. Stay tuned right after this. Hello my friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Workshop. Today is Tuesday, October 11th. Didn't that used to be a holiday or something? I don't know. Or maybe it was the Monday, I guess. Columbus Day or something like that. We're too sensitive to have those days these days. And if you take offense to that, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. It's just that we're all a bunch of snowflakes these days. I do have the statuses and some things to tell you about on the music end, and I'll do those things first because I know some people, that's all they care about. Well, the status of this is that it rested the whole time I was gone. The neck is back on it. The fingerboard's back on it. That looks as good as it could be done, better than from the factory. I've got to put the fret back in here yet. I think it's 100% solid. I doubt it'll ever give any more trouble. This evening, we'll be playing at Dickey's Barbecue in Rolla, Missouri, and I say we as in me, and a few friends that I've invited because the rest of the band is all camping down at Alice Springs. I don't camp, so I wasn't invited. This evening, we're going to have Fiddle Girl. She's also known as Gina Huizinga, and she plays fiddle, and we'll have Loretta. And Loretta plays guitar and does a nice job singing, so she'll be there tonight. So it'll be me and those two girls for sure. I've invited a couple other folks, but I don't know if anybody else is going to show up or not. So if you're in the viewing area and you want to come sit in with us tonight would be the night to do that because we're looking for musicians. Moving on to the next topic in terms of music, that would be this coming Friday, there will be no shop talk. And that is because I'll be leaving day after tomorrow, Thursday morning, for Mountain View, Arkansas again. Yes, I'm going down there to meet Bruce from Mississippi, and Dr. Spadero from St. Louis is going down there too. So we're all three mandolin players for the most part, so... Going to be a lot of mandolin going on down there in Mountain View this weekend. I don't know about anything else, but we're hoping for good weather and going to be down there. And if you're in the area of Mountain View or can get there this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, be sure to look us up because we'll be around somewhere there. And if you think you'll be there or can be there and you really want to meet up with us, because I don't know where we're going to be, if you will email me, rosastringworks@gmail.com, I'll send you my actual text phone number, and then you can get a hold of me while we're down there. I do have a new project getting ready to start. It's a mandolin, and I believe it or not, it's from Switzerland. Yeah. And I don't accept shipped-in instruments, right? So how did I get a mandolin from Switzerland? Well, it's a long story, but... anyway, I have one, and I will be working on that very soon, probably by tomorrow, in fact. Here is the gift. Look at this. You dirty rat. Better watch it or I'll play you a tune on my Tommy gun. Oh my gosh. Bug assault. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen that on the internet? It's kind of a big deal. So far, it's anonymous because I haven't seen a name in any of the packaging anywhere. So someone sent this to me. I actually, believe it or not, thought about buying one of these, more just for fun. So now I don't have to buy one for fun because I got one for fun. We have our share of bugs here on the farm, and I have no idea. I haven't looked at any directions yet or anything, so I know nothing about this. What it does is you have a sight and you're able to aim at a fly and shoot it with salt. So that's why it's called bug assault, because you're shooting salt. And obviously you don't want to aim this at anybody's face because you're going to get salt in the eyes. But it's like shooting a shotgun, except that it's salt. And it doesn't require any batteries or anything. There must be some sort of a pump lever here, and I don't want to pry this down. Oh, it's a slide. I can tell now. It's a slide lever. But I'm not going to slide it yet till I read the directions and see how it works. If I get that figured out by the end of the video, I'll show you at the end of the video how this works. Regarding my trip to Ohio, it was very good. My daughter is building a new house, and I'll show you a picture or two of that, and I'll show you a couple pictures of her neighbors. They're moving into quite the ritzy neighborhood. A little different than here on the farm, you know. My whole farm, all the 280 acres and all the buildings and everything costs less than just the ground does in that subdivision. And they've got a little over 5 acres. Just living a different lifestyle, that's all. But here's a couple of pictures of what she's building and a couple of her neighbors there too. Her house is the one under construction. Well, hope you enjoyed seeing those pictures. They're really getting anxious about moving into their house. It's a pretty big house. It's not necessarily as big as all the neighbors, but it's pretty big and it's pretty nice. A couple of those neighbors' houses, as you can see there, are basically just castles. Yeah, crazy. Just absolutely bonkers crazy. The castle, that picture I showed you was taken a long time ago, and they're actually adding on and putting up big rock walls and fences around the whole thing, just like a castle. We attended a couple of football games, one for each of the boys. Leighton, he's only 6.5. Now, let me just say this the nicest way I can. Leighton is intense when it comes to football. Leighton is doing the flag removal and the tackling in these next few clips. He's not supposed to be tackling. Like I said, he's intense. Well, you could see there Leighton's really into it. For 6.5 years old, and he's small for his age, he packs a heck of a punch. He's amazing. He is so intense about it. He was the same way on the soccer field. He was the one scoring all the goals, and he's the one getting all the flags now. I think out of around, I'm just making these numbers up because I didn't count them, but out of, say, around 12 flags, he got at least 8 of them. He was on top of it, let me tell you. And then here's just a little clip for the older boy. Now, he's actually playing tackle football, and they're all in uniforms. He's number 8, and he's in the darker uniform, and he's in the back to the left, number 8. So you can just see what he's doing there, too. And the number 8's name is Trinian, and Trinian is very much like me in that he's inherited some of my genetic defects. He's also colorblind, and I think Leighton might be too, by the way. Trinian is the one that also got my taste, and I really hate that for the poor kid. He won't eat anything green either, and I'm the same way. There's nothing green that I eat at all, 0, none, not one single thing, not a pickle, not a green bean, not a piece of lettuce, nothing, 0. When I say 0, I mean 0. I've seen lots of people go out to dinner with him. Yeah, I'm a steak and potatoes guy too, and then he'll eat a salad. I'll go, you're not a steak and potatoes guy. I'm a steak and potatoes guy. I eat the only vegetables I eat, and they're really not vegetables according to most people, and that is I eat the potatoes, I eat the rice, and I eat the corn. And all 3 of those have to be plain. If you mix any onions or garlic or anything like that in it, it ain't happening. Ain't going down these pipes. And if you really wonder why that is, it's because Trinian and I both taste the chlorophyll in plants. And our taste buds are super sensitive. We're called tasters, and we were born with way more taste buds than the average person. It's very rare, actually, like 1 in 12 million according to my doctor. He said it's pretty dang rare to get this. Why couldn't I just got the lottery instead? Well, that's probably about it for today. Now let's see if we can make this thing work. Well, for those that are curious, I'm just reading the instructions as I'm doing this. I don't claim to be any sort of an expert. I'm just going to fill up this center compartment because I think that's all you're supposed to do, but I don't know that for sure. And closing up that's your ammunition. Then apparently all there is to it is to pull this back and pump it, and you have to get the pump back to the forward position, and the gun is ready to fire. There is a safety button here, so I guess that's safety, and that's off of safety, I guess. Yep. So all we got to do is pump it up and pull it all the way back forward, and now we should be able to shoot this thing. Actually, let's just shoot this bug right here. We'll set the bug up, and I'll see if I can hit the bug right in the bow tie. That's what I'm going to be aiming at. So here we go. Well, it didn't leave a mark, but you could tell it hit it. So let's try again, just for fun here. Yeah, it's definitely shooting. So all I can say, my friends, is stay tuned to a future daily vlog where I actually assassinate a fly on camera. Like that'll ever happen. You have to understand that when you get a camera out, anything that you're trying to do in nature disappears. So there'll be no flies around if I get the camera out. But I'm going to give it a try, and if I get one on camera, I'll sure show it to you. Whoever sent this to me, thank you very much. It's a lot of fun, and I'll enjoy it here. I'll probably keep it right here in the shop because that's where the flies annoy me the most, is right here in the shop. So you may see me in a future shop talk or something, grab this thing and assassinate a fly right live on camera. I've got to get busy and get things back under control here because I've only got today and tomorrow to do it because I'm leaving Thursday morning for Mountain View, Arkansas. Once again, there is no shop talk on this coming Friday. It will be the following Friday, October 21st is our next shop talk. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. We'll see you tomorrow morning.